Hey Hoopers, it's Deanne Love here, and this week we are going to learn a form of ghosting isolation. I have had a lot of requests for ghosting isolations, and I'm going to teach you one that I know, and then next week in the next tutorial I am going to put this particular ghosting isolation into a flow session. For this isolation, the hoop is always going to stay in the center here. It's not going to slide off and get linear or roll around too much. So if you remember that, looking at yourself in a mirror is really going to help you, or if you don't have that, you can have your shadow, or you can just kind of spot with the outer edges of your vision. So we're going to start with our right arm nice and long out from our shoulder, and it doesn't matter if you are right or left-handed because you're going to be using both sides, so it's good for your brain and your body. So the right hand is over on the left side of the hoop with the thumb up. Then you're going to take your left hand with your palm up. You're going to connect thumbs to thumbs and wrap the fingers around the front of the hoop. Now I know this seems really super awkward, but it is this top hand that is going to be ghosting along the inside of the hoop, and it will always be the bottom hand that is driving. So once you get some momentum with it, it won't feel as awkward. This starting position is really important to understand. And also, the other thing that you might like to think about is that your hands have magnets in them. And the magnets in the hands are going to check together at 9 and at 3. So it's like if you forget which way you're supposed to be going, it's like when the hands separate from each other, they're going to be pulled around the circle and those magnets will meet again. So with the right arm over on the left side, the left palm up and the thumbs together, we're going to drive down with the right arm and ghost slide along with the left. And we're going to get to this point where the right hand will be down at 6 and the left hand will be up at 12. And from this point, we keep driving, leading with the pinky side of the right hand and leading with the thumb side of the left hand as those magnets cling together again right here. And then the top hand, which is your left hand, is going to hold the hoop just for a moment as the bottom hand rolls over. And remember, palm up, thumbs to thumbs, and we repeat the process again. So the top hand is ghosting. I'm going to keep it fairly open for now as I'm showing you, but you're going to wrap it around and make kind of like a cylinder. And the bottom hand is driving. We come to this middle point where we're at 6 and 12-ish. It's much easier if you're looking at yourself in the mirror or if you are recording yourself. And then remember, the magnets come together over on the opposite side together. Then top hand holds, bottom hand rolls, palm up, thumbs together, ghost and drive, magnets together, top hand holds, bottom hand rolls, palm up, thumbs together, bottom hand drives, magnets, roll over, bottom hand drives, magnets, roll over. Now you're going to find your own vocabulary or your own images that help you to understand that the bottom hand is driving from one side to the other on the base of the hoop, and the top hand is ghosting on the top half of the hoop. Now I'm going to leave you with one more little tip before I let you go away for the whole entire week and practice this move. You'll be nice and strong by next week so we can do the flow session together. So if you are doing this particular ghosting isolation and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, or you're trying to stand nice and straight and forward with your posture, you might find that it's quite difficult, if your chest is forward, to reach across with this bottom arm. So what I would suggest is that you slightly take your chest over. So if your right hand is the driver, then slightly take your chest over to the left side. And as you come around where the hands are at 6 and 12, the chest will be pointing towards the front or the center. And then as you drive over to the opposite side, slightly twist your upper body around. And that will just give you a little bit more movement freedom. So have you got it? Did you feel it? If not, go over this tutorial a few times, break it down in your system, nice and slow-mo, and then start to flow with it. And I will see you next week for a ghosting isolation flow session that you're going to love. And if you love this tutorial, then you should give it a thumbs up and totally subscribe to this YouTube channel because there are brand new tutorials every single week. You can also jump on over to hooplovers.tv because it's all going on over there.